Everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be working on another Project Life spread for week 1 of 2024. So it's time to start a brand new album filled with all of the weeks of this year, and that is always very exciting. So I will probably do a opening title page kind of thing eventually. Sometimes I do those off camera, but you'll see it as we do the flip through later in the year. So for this first page, I'm really just using a lot of random bits and pieces out of my stash. I did grab a few random cards. I think that they all 3 are from LA Studio, but that's just a fluke because those are the ones I grabbed out. And then my 4x6 card at the top is one that I cut out of the Color Study collection from Vicki Boutin, and also one of my 3x4s at the bottom is also from Vicki Boutin. So you can see that this week I did blow up a photo as a 6x8. Now that's a trick that I learned from Dearly D a long time ago from watching her videos, but I love that idea for those random weeks where I don't have very many photos. And this was definitely one of those weeks. I've had a very rough start to the new year. It really has been tough. So for this one, I did not have a lot of photos, but I'll quickly kind of go through them. So I did have this picture of sweet little Penny and then Poppy's in the background. We were at my parents' house and we spent a lot of days there. So I changed that to black and white and printed that off larger. So I really liked that photo because I thought that I would be able to use some of that white space at the top to add in a title. Then I also have a picture of some soup that me and Will did make on New Year's Day before everything just started tumbling down. And then we do have a couple screenshots at the bottom. So I have a meme that says current mood, and it's a Friends meme. So Joey saying something like, "Oh, it's been a tough year," and Phoebe saying, "It's the first week of January," and he's like, "Your point." And that's definitely how I have felt this week. And then one of the smaller, obviously bad news things of the week was that our star player on our team, on the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, he has already been out for like 25 games. He was on a suspension, so he's hardly played. And now he's back, and we're really getting into our groove and everything. And I guess he hurt his shoulder at a training, and he's out for the rest of the season. So that was such a bummer. But if you see the cards that I've chosen, I'm just obviously putting together my title card. Nothing much to say about that. Just same old, same old. But you'll see that I have that I Love You Mom card, which came from LA Studio from back, I'm sure, when it was like Mother's Day. So that's on here because the biggest thing that happened this week was that my mom had a seizure. So whenever my family was watching a Grizzly game together, all 4 of us, Will was home, she had a seizure, and she doesn't have seizures. So it was really, really terrifying. I mean, one of the worst moments of my life. And, we had to call 911 and all of that. And then we were in the emergency room for several hours, and also, it triggered a back problem. So anyways, we've taken her to the neurologist, and it seems as though her sodium was possibly critically low because of a diuretic pill that she's on for high blood pressure. So they've changed all that around, put her on a seizure medication, and hopefully things will be okay. She's had a couple other seizures in her life. So yeah, she's going on a medication for that, but she doesn't have them regularly is what I meant earlier. So anyways, that of course was a horrible start to the new year. So also, this isn't documented this week, but today, when I'm recording this voiceover, I found out that I have COVID, and so does my mom and dad. So Will tested negative, so hopefully he can stay away and stay healthy, but I'm not feeling my best. And now we have COVID. So I'm just like, wow, what a start to this crazy, crazy new year for us. I'm like, I told Will, maybe we're getting all of the bad stuff out during this month, and then we can just move on and have a good year. So anyways, just be thinking of us. We're going through so many things right now, but things do seem to be getting better and better as the days have gone on. My mom has definitely been better and better. Now it's really just the back problem that's hurting her. I think just because of her muscles tightening and all of that during the thing that happened. I think that that's just triggered something. So hopefully that will just work itself out and she will be okay. But yeah, it's been a tough week. So you can see I did not take pictures or anything this week. You know, that was the last thing on my mind. So I like that I added that hard week. I used the Honey and Spice Alpha stamps from Heidi Swap. So I added that into that kind of blank space. And then I'm just going to add a few little doodles and whatnot on these cards and then add in my journaling. So I'll mostly just talk about my mom's stuff on that 1, 2, 3 card, and then I'll add in a little bit about the Grizzlies on the card that is opposite the screenshot from Ja Morant. So I do love adding screenshots. I think that that is a great thing to do when you're having a slower week or a hard week where, you know, like this one where, I mean, I don't have a ton of pictures of things and it's hard to talk about hard things sometimes. And so I just try to do what I can to document it and move on. And so that's how I decided to work with this week here, was just to blow up that photo. Then I didn't have to worry about so much of the real estate of my page. And then by adding a couple screenshots, it's actually 3 screenshots, the meme, and then I also screenshot the actual photo off of Ja's Instagram account, and then you'll see that I added on that white strip there. That is an additional like tweet that was from the Memphis Grizzlies like team or whatever, and I just cut it out and then pasted it on top of Ja's photo so that I could also have the official statement saying like what had happened to him. So oh, besides that, also, this same week, Will got his window smashed in. Someone tried to did break into his car, didn't take anything, but did smash in the window. So that was fun. We had to get his window fixed. So it's just been a wild ride, you guys. I mean, wow, I'm like, can we catch a break over here or what? You know, let me know how the beginning of your year is going. I hope that it's going better than mine has gone. But yeah, it does seem like hopefully that this past week, the first week of the year, was the worst, and then hopefully this will be okay. So I just really am hoping that our COVID will not be too rough on us. I had kind of a couple of funky nights, but I'm hoping that I am on the up and up and we'll start to feel better as well. So it's just been one of those times, but just like anything, I like to document all of the weeks of my year. So even whenever I have bad weeks, I like to go ahead and document them in here in Project Life and just kind of, like I said, get it documented and then move on. So at this point, I'm putting on my last little finishing touches, some of the puffy hearts that I had there from Vicki Boutin. And then I did just want to add a little bit of gold washi just to kind of tie in with that gold heart at the top. So besides that, we are done. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick and easy process video. If you did, please give me a like and please consider subscribing. And of course, I will be back at you super soon, hopefully rested and healthy, super soon with another one. Thanks. Bye, y'all.